Hi, you guys. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. And I'm going to check comments before I even upload this because I have a million notifications, but every time I check it, it's like recommendations for other videos. So anyway, I want to make sure I keep on top of that. That's one of the reasons why I don't really like to make videos unless I can reply, because I like you guys' input. We're all one body, and everyone always seems to have something interesting to say. So I like to, I miss fellowshipping with you guys. So I want to make this video. I'm so tired. I haven't been this tired, and I don't think I've been this tired since my surgery. But I'm going to make this video because I keep seeing things. I've seen three things in regard to this particular dream I had back on December 12th. I did tell Sherry about it probably about a week ago. But she just recently uploaded a video with some Russians talking. I'm sure it didn't occur to her, but I didn't mention it to her a couple of days ago when I talked to her, that it reminded me of this particular dream. And also the day after I had this dream, there were a group of people from Afghanistan, refugees, in the airport. And I'm not sure why they did this particular story. I don't remember. I don't know if I wrote it down or not. If I did, I'll put it in the description box. But CBS News did a story, CBS Mornings did a story about Afghan refugees or something, which immediately made me think about this dream, even though there were Afghans in the dream, but the way they were kind of all crowded, seated in this airport, reminded me of how the people in the dream were. So, this apartment complex is an apartment complex that I've had a few dreams about. I lived there probably like 10 to 12 years during my preteen years and childhood. A lot of my family lived in that particular complex at the time. So I thought never occurred to me to find a picture of it, but I did yesterday in preparation for this video. So in this dream, it seemed like a village type scene. The only part that I actually seen, like the actual apartments, there's 4 apartments there in these buildings. There's 2 upstairs and 2 downstairs. This particular building we do not live in. I actually remember who lived in this building, but just to show you. In a dream, we were living, my family, it actually wasn't my mother or anybody. It was me, my son, and Myra. And we were living on the top floor. And there was just like all of a sudden, it was like the Russians are here. And it seemed as if the Russians had invaded this complex / village. It felt kind of villagey, like back in the biblical days, okay, you guys? When I turned back, I saw different people, women, children, I would assume men, even though I didn't see faces. I didn't see a man's face, but it just seemed like just different people running. It's like the Russians are here. And it seemed as if the Russians were told to invade this particular village / complex, and people were just running. Okay, when I looked back, I didn't see any buildings. I just saw people running across, like, the grass or the dirt or whatever. And so I go upstairs to the apartment, and I guess they're there to round up people or whatever. I didn't feel like they were there to kill us. I just felt like they were just invading our village / apartment complex. So I go upstairs and I grab some stuff for the kids. I remember grabbing like 2 hoodies, thinking, one for my son, one for myself and Myra, if necessary. Also, I remember just grabbing a pizza that my son had just cooked. Like, I took the whole pizza and put it in like one of those reusable TJ Maxx or Marshall's handbags. Most grocery stores have them too. Also, I just remember grabbing 2 hoodies and this whole pizza and shoving it in my bag. And then when I went back to go outside, again, like I said, our apartment was on the top floor. I saw Russians at the foot of this stairwell, and they were speaking in Russian. Okay, I had a knowing in the dream that they were Russian. It seemed like 2 men, they weren't dressed in any type of particular attire that I could see, but they had a darkness over them, to where I couldn't. It's like a dark shadow over them to where I couldn't see their skin color or anything. I could see hair, but I just remember one of them speaking in Russian. So instead of me trying to run back down the stairs past them, because it seemed as if, maybe they would have captured me or something, I actually flew in the dream above their heads. And they were at the bottom of the stairwell, I guess coming to see who was in apartments and stuff like that. But I flew, because I was on my way out, I flew above their heads. And I felt like one or at least the 2 of them, they probably should have been ordered to like shoot at us or whatever. And I kind of felt like he let me slide, even though it seemed as if I had a knowing in the dream that, it's like, take everybody hostage, leave nobody behind type thing. But I felt like he let me slide. And then the dream switched, and I was in this kind of building, relatively small building, like a barracks almost. And people were seated, and it was a bunch of seating, kind of like, I guess, a crowded airport, but it wasn't that big of a building. It was like a army barracks or something, as far as space-wise. And I was seated across from a guy. Everybody was like shoulder to shoulder. We all cramped in there, and there was a soldier or, a guards person that came walking in between me and this other guy who was sitting on a bench just across from me. And the guy had put out a piece of green spearmint gum, and it was kind of like a knowing that you weren't supposed to have food or anything. So when he pulled out the spearmint gum, the guard was like, "That's going to cost you $1." So it felt like the guard was charging him to even eat that one piece of gum that he brought with him, because it was like, the plan was to starve us or ration us food or whatever, but this guy just happened to have this one piece of gum. So when he walked past, he's looking to the right to this guy, and I'm thinking, I just started clutching my my bag full of pizza and clothes close to me, because in my mind I was thinking, I'd just break off a piece of this pizza for Myra and Omar if, they got hungry. Like, that was, I don't care what's going on. Like, I know I had this pizza for my kids to be able to eat. And then the dream ended. Again, like I said, I woke up and this is one thing I forgot. I felt like when the Russians came in the invade the village, it felt like I had a knowing that we were all Jews. Okay, whether that's some symbolic of us, as Christians in the faith and whatever. But when they first invaded the village and I saw these people running, it felt like I had a knowing that we were all Jews. It was, like I said, it was different races, different genders. I didn't see all the races, I didn't see all the genders, but I just knew it was just different people. But we were all Jews. So by the time in the dream that we got to the barracks or this building where the soldier was keeping us guard, it kind of felt like I don't want to say concentration camp, but like a refugee camp or something. Just a little bit nicer as far as the seating and stuff. It's not like we were sitting on the floors or anything. We were on benches. That's it. Sherry's video with these Russians talking reminded me of this particular dream. And I just saw in the news that Biden's supposed to meet with Russia tomorrow. I think this is my third dream about Russia specifically, but this was my first one where I heard Russians talking. And there are a few other dreams that are coming to pass as of late, and I really want to do videos. Don't want to make this video too long, but I did want to make a video about this. This is very vivid. This gives me the this makes me think that we will see a little bit of something, you guys, before we go home. Okay? Just a little bit of something. Enough for something to pop off before we go home. A lot of people say when the bombs go down, we go up. This particular town is about 40 miles inland off the coast. So if something were to happen on the coast, as far as some type of, nuclear under submarine or whatever, it just makes me think. I thought about today that they're just, I don't know, you guys. This particular town is a little bit more inland. Just makes me think. And we are on the East Coast. Anyway, I love you guys. I will talk with you later.